So this is broadly what we'll be going through today. Definitions and sort of some of the clarifying terms, things like that. And then we'll run through what a risk is, what a hazard is, how to minimize it, how to be proactive in the space, but also as managers, how you can navigate this area and implement some important changes that can help minimize risk in the future. These are some things that can really give rise to ongoing and systemic psychological risk within the workplace. Some of the things here: high demands, low job control. So what that means is where there's a lack of autonomy for that employee in the way that they perform their job, how they do their job, when they do their job, and having that sort of lack of control can be demoralizing in some instances, particularly when coupled with things like poor support, which is a lack of organizational support in the way that they carry out their role, lack of role clarity, for example, doing duties outside of the role, or having vague expectations about the way that the role should be performed. And
managers and employees both have a really important role to play in building a safe working environment, and one that will not only create or exacerbate mental health problems, and where employees with mental illness are properly supported. So a way that we can do this is through developing an approach that incorporates both an individual needs and organisational strategies, which are the most effective ways to intervene, also in relation to job stress and improve an employee's health and health behaviours. A flexible workplace is essential for all employees, and that includes your volunteers as well. So all managers should consider where they might channel their efforts to integrate flexible work into their teams and the broader business.
Added to that before we move on, I'll just flag, I know that when you work in client-facing areas, it can be really difficult to implement flexible work, and I completely understand that. Realistically, you're probably not going to have a lot of people working from home, teleworking. Even changing hours can be very difficult because clients have certain hours that they need their care provided to them. So having job sharing, different kinds of leave, things like that can be really helpful. But also,
thank you for joining us. Is there any questions from any of the information we've talked about?
We're also happy to answer questions if you want to send emails after, or we can always provide more specific information as well.